Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, class. This is Professor Coyote. Welcome you back to our Let's Play of Europa Universalis 4, our Wales campaign. Now, yes, to address the elephant in the room, this is a little bit different than the previous episode. There was a couple of things that happened weird, kind of got off the rails, and so I had to kind of recreate the campaign. It was largely dealing with a lot with that mess with France, because that should be about the last episode that you saw, was that France got us involved in a war with England, and from there things kind of went bad. Not that, I'm not saying that, oh no, any bad time that happens to us, we're immediately going to have to restart the game. No, it got yeah, there was I think there was some issues with the files and the video. It doesn't really matter anyway. What I mean to say is that we got things back to about just where it was before. We are still going to be doing the exploration ideas. We're just like one tick below, I think, defensive ideas where we're at the end of that episode. In fact, I think the only thing that didn't happen here, or should I say didn't happen there that happened here, was I got a little bit further with taking Irish clay, and we just had an issue with Scotland, because I was able to, at least, like I said, I was able to basically recreate everything. Scotland hates us, England hates us, we're sort of friends with France. The only difference here is we've managed to get Castile on our side, because the Castilian wedding actually happened correctly this time. None of this Aragon leading Castile and hating us stuff. So we should, like I said, we should be out where we were last time. I guess there'll be some things changes. And in these cases, yeah, if things go bad, we'll see what it goes from there. But I think we can go forward. We do have a toehold in Scotland now, so it's not that none of this England taking over Scotland and making things even worse for us. Scotland's actually peeled off of France, and now they're our full rival. So we'll see what happens there. I'm pretty sure England's going to just jump on top of that, jump all over that. So it's a good thing we got Ayrshire, so we can actually try and get back into Scotland again. We've got a 9-year truce with them, so we'll see. Though England is in the middle of being England. They don't have Scotland as a rival yet, but as I said, I'm sure things are going to change. Because technically, we are now on a point that England will probably end up trying to take over in the future. But we'll see. So we'll go from here. Yes, of course they're going to take Tyrone as their own because they want to get stuff back. But, alright. So now, England is starting to do stupid things. They are not as off the continent as they were last time, but it looks like most of the people are here. Probably trying to get ready to defend against France. 30, so I can see there's a 18 there. They've got, looks like, what is that, 30,000, 31,000. So there's still another 13 or so, yeah, or 12, floating around here, probably on the main island. They already had their War of the Roses, and it was actually really quick. Unlike last time, that they had to deal with it quite a little bit. It was mostly just they fired off in Cumbria, they popped over to Northumberland, and then England basically jumped on it like an anthill. And so we're unfortunately not going to have the War of the Roses as a check against England. But we do have two world powers on our side. We have Castile and France. So hopefully that'll keep England from doing something dumb. They'll probably still end up going into Scotland, but hopefully by then we'll have started our exploration and jumping over to North America to give us a better base to either come back to or defend better. All right. Now we are in 6 years ahead. so we can take these ideas. We'll do fort maintenance, fort defense. So that catches us up about to where it was at the end of last episode. Officially. Let's see. We have Clericod on our side this time. We've got to figure out how we're going to take it from them. Maybe, I don't know, either force vassalize them, just flat out take them, something like that. But that's kind of on our own terms. They are allied with us. Let's see. This time we also have Brittany allied with us, which is also another check against England because they're allied with England. Let's see, what was this? This war, I think, hasn't quite wrapped up yet. What this was earlier on in this reboot, we actually did we allied with Burgundy, but bailed because France wanted to take Nevers. And so now we're actually flipped. We are on France's side, but we're also on Brittany's side. So we're kind of actually on both sides on this because Brittany is allied with Burgundy and England. It's, it's always those ever-changing kind of things of diplomacy. But, as I said, things should be going along pretty well now. With Scotland on its own, and we're, I think our force limit is 17. So we can take Scotland on our own. In fact, we did. We took Ayrshire. Now we have Ayrshire, so unfortunately, it came at the cost of a good chunk of our. Those are transports. Those should actually be of our navy. We started off with, I think it was 7 transports and 9, so we didn't lose too much, but we need to build this up. I think we've got. Oh yeah, we're rolling the ducats now to actually do that. Just checking. Okay, so we lost both advisors. That's what happened there. Okay. Let's look to see if we have any interesting advisors. We got national unrest. Unfortunately, that's a tax too. Nothing to help build up money, but we're at 3 and all 8s, and at least from the way we were starting it, was all 8s. So we'll see how that goes. Obviously, once this batch, the king and his heir, kick off, whatever the next heir goes. Hopefully, because we started off at 5s, excuse me, the next heir won't be too far off, because the consort was 5s as well. But anyway, let's need to get some more boats. So I want to get this probably in, and then we'll go from there. We are going to need 3 light boats to do. In fact, might as well just build those right now anyway. Excuse me. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm still a little bit sick. Ah, crud, we didn't have the money for that. So let's take off those. Because I do. In fact, we'll take off. Alright, we'll have 7. And then we'll build the transports from there. I just realized that if we're going to end up doing the exploring, let's see, we're going to need colonists and then there. So we need 140. We need 540, but we don't have the cash to do anything. And all we have is just an improve relations guy. So we're just going to have to do it on the base 8s alone. Okay. We're getting close to being at full manpower again. We're just 1,000 underneath, but that's fine because our truce with Scotland is still another 7 years. And so far they're not with anybody. Looks like, meanwhile, France is still a little bit up on the issue with Nevers. sweet. Let's take the 25s. Oh, in fact, Burgundy is up on Nevers. I wonder why France... Is France actually on their side on this? Or did France peel out? Oh, France peeled out of that, looks like. The Burgundian conquest of Rethel now. Aha! Okay, that's it is. Yeah, they peeled out, and they're on a separate war with Provence. Interesting. So Brittany's involved with this, but not as... yeah, that's a mess. You gotta love those freewheeling wars. So we can actually improve relations back with France and with Brittany again and not worry about that. That's what we're going to do here. We're actually going to improve with all three of our major allies. I don't think... yeah, 71, 73, and 45. Okay, so we can get all these guys at 200. And we're close. We're just sitting there on Ayrshire. Kind of more of a... we're thumbing our nose at the Scots. Okay. Now with these three, because we need them as a unit, they're our project. They're not going to go... I think we've got these guys... yeah, they're protecting the English Channel. So we're going to have them protect the North Sea on their own. That way they can get peeled back by themselves, so they don't end up joining this batch. Hey, there we go. And we'll take the land maintenance modifier too. Morocco. I guess we can do that. Let's see how that goes. Okay, let's take the urbanization. Money for base tax in Tyrone and a little bit of influence. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Nifty, nifty. And we're still way ahead of time, so... let me see what we can do with a little bit of this extra admin, actually. We don't need it to strengthen. We're gonna actually spend 150 of this admin to get our inflation down and get us a little more cashola. National unrest. Okay, so we're still good for all those guys. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, we have completely caught up. We've gotten our Renaissance taken care of. So we're on even time without any additional penalties. We don't have any corruption. I think we've got... I think we might have actually rolled over on... yeah! As part of the reboot, we actually rolled over on Ireland so quick they didn't build any forts, so we don't have to worry about that either. In fact, I almost might think we might put a fort there in Ayrshire, but we don't have a high enough military, I think. No, actually, that also costs, like, way too much. We do have a loan. Let me check here. We have actually several loans, so I might actually... we might do this. Avert your eyes, because we might actually clear off a couple of those loans. No, I don't want to take another loan. Through debasement. This will clear off, I think... yeah, all the loans are at 70 in the leg. Alright. So we'll take a little bit of corruption to clear off 3 of these loans. That should allow us to catch up. In fact, I mean, we're at the point where corruption... there. We'll take 3 ticks off a month. It's just, it's actually to the point where we're still making enough money without the by clearing... ooh, let's look at that. By clearing the interest, that corruption's actually a little bit fine. We always want to keep it below 10, though, because I've fallen into that mess more than many times. Let's see. So the Duke of Burgundy died. Okay. So it looks like Austria picked up Burgundy again. You know, I'm beginning to think this might not be as chaotic as it is in the past. In the past, it used to be that there was still up for grabs for like whoever got it. But in the last few games I've played, so this must be like either based off the Denmark patch or even just Rights of Man. It looks like Austria almost always gets Burgundy in the Low Countries now. Because seriously, it's consistently that Austria gets these, and then of course the Dutch headache in in about 100 years. Excuse me. So, yeah, I mean it's kind of an interesting thing to note that Austria almost always seems to get it now. I mean, I've seen ones where, before Rights of Man, I mean, Britain got it 50% of the time, and France got it. And then there were some times that you got some weird wild hairs, but lately it just seems that Austria always gets it. I mean, that's cool. It's just, I kind of liked it back when it was still a little bit of a crapshoot as to who was going to get Burgundy. Ah, well. Okay. I think... Aha! Yeah, we're ahead of time, so we can take our first idea here. So we are at 14. We've got a little bit of corruption, so that's going to, of course, throw the ideas up. Anyway, now this is actually something that is a good time, because now we're dealing with exploration. I was talking about that before. I am still going with that we're going to explore here, try and hop over to Greenland and then North America. Especially because we're making enough to actually sustain a colony. No sweat. So what I always do is I always take the native trading policy. The reason is, I mean, yes, just gives you straight 20% increase for the repression. And this one gives you just straight less uprising. But for me, the native trading policy always seems like a good split between the two. But you get a lot of chance, you get 50% more chance for those assimilation events that allows the natives to become part of your thing. And then you still have the half thing of the uprising chance. So, I mean, yeah, the 20% global settler, and that's kind of cool. But that's generally, I think, if you have a better army, that you can afford to throw people just into handling that. So we'll see. I mean, obviously, you can change it. You don't spend anything to change it. If we end up with a lot of colonies, I might change that just to up the settler chance. But really, the colonies are kind of a fun project. So yeah, whatever. Oh, interesting. So it looks like Brittany has split off. Oh no, they split off from France a while ago. So it's just with us and with England. So they're still friends with us. So that's good. And they're allied with England still, but Brittany was transferring trade power to England, so... that's an interesting thing, what's going on. Looks like we've got Clan Ricade doing that with us. I was trying to do that in order to see if they would give a couple more votes towards vassalization. Let's see, right now it's our diplomatic reputation and the trust that's a big issue. It's that economic base also, which is odd because we've got like we've got 12 counties. I always hate the calculation of that economic base. I guess you have to like be, with a bajillion million things of development for that to start being beneficial. Oh well. Let's see if we can do any church here. We got a 13, 13... 17! There we go. Alright, Tyrone, you will be the new church. Yay! Everyone likes a church. Well, everyone likes to have a church built on, at least for the money. Alright, so we've got just the one loan. You know what? What the heck? We'll take one final debasement. I know, it's not the greatest idea to rack up the corruption. Oh, I think... Yeah. Okay, maintain. Unfortunately, it looks like our king died. So R.I.P. Owen. We're taking a little bit of probably monetary hit because he had a plus 10. He started with plus 10 taxes, plus 10 production. So we'll see. He's David Glyndwyer is 55 though, so hopefully he can, with his brand new consort from Connect here. I think that's where the Burks are coming out of. Yeah. We'll produce an heir pretty quick because right now the personal union fight will be between Clanricade and Portugal, and that is going to be the biggest one-sided fight in the universe. Alright, so we'll take a Trastamara, and we'll take... Who's the Brittany's? Dedru. I mean, I would like to still have the Glendoirs be, because that's the Welsh dynasty, after all. But right now, we'll take anybody. I really don't want to have that fight between... Oh, now it's between Castile and Portugal, at least, so it's not going to be quite a one-sided mess. It's kind of funny, though, because Portugal actually allied us. So the Portuguese line came in for, like, a brief second before they flipped on us. Either that, or maybe Portugal's allied with Connacht or something. I don't know. Clanricarde. Connacht is the county. We'll take the manpower needs to recover, because I don't think we're going to get... We still have a few years on that war. Okay, we're at plus 5, so we'll actually wait now. Because it should roll just in time to be Tech 8. And I would like to have that tech advantage on Scotland right about the time that the truce goes. So... Okay, come on. You need to have an heir. You're 56. You can still do it. Let's see. 433. Improved relations still. National unrest. And fort defense. Woo! Not worried about taking advisors right now. I mean, we're still rolling 8s. So it's not as big of an issue as it could be. Actually, that might get us our reputation back. Let's actually look at Clanriccarde now. Oh, a whole couple of votes there. It's our trust for some reason. Okay, so we're maxed with Castile. So they're at 200. So they definitely like us. And apparently Brittany decided it wanted to roll over on us. Which is fine. I mean, we still have Spain. We still have France and Spain. So no issue there. But Brittany just decided to go derp, I guess. That's going to be something to look at, too. Let's see. Austria has France as their not buddy. You know what? We might be able to pull the Danish now. Yeah. Let's pull the Danish. I mean, if Brittany's going to tell us to go somewhere, they've got a royal marriage. I'm surprised they didn't actually pull the royal marriage out. We'll call that. Maintain that, and then Brittany is a jerk, so... Alright, so let's... Yeah, we can improve relations with the Danish. So now we've got 3 major issues right there. We got the Danish, we got the French, and the Castilians on our side. And the Scots still aren't picking up anybody, so that's a good thing. In fact, I think what we're going to do is we're going to get 3 more barks to replace the ones that are about to go away. Because we're getting close to that, the quest for the New World. Alright, the French. So now we have a de Valois in the line, and we also have a von Wittelsbach. So the the Welsh line is kind of getting really mixed up. There we go. Take that admin tech since it's below now. So we might actually take the diplotech. And then uniformity, which is just, of course, the free strength. Okay, so we're sitting here pretty well. So we're gonna put a pin in this, and you know, okay. So we're gonna put a pin in this, and go. We're going to keep going from here. We're in a pretty good position now. We're about ready to start our exploration, probably within a tech level. We've got 3 major powers that are a good buffer against England and the Scots. The Scots themselves are probably going to get rolled over on us pretty soon here. So, yeah. So then we have a lot of that to look forward to. So I hope you have a very excellent rest of your day. And with that, class dismissed.